All right. Hi, everybody. My name's Leah. I am an occupational therapy assistant. Would you mind putting your phone away for us real quick? Just for a little bit. You can get it out after the group is over, okay? Thank you. All right, so today we're going to be learning to make a chef's salad. And the purpose of our group today, we're going to be talking about how to not let our negative self-talk get in the way of accomplishing everyday tasks such as meal prep. So let's go around the room, and you can start with your name, and then tell me if you've got an unlimited supply of one food in the world, what would it be? So would you like to start first?
My name is Micah.
Thank you.
Apples.
Apples? Okay. What about you?
My name's Becca, and my mangoes.
Mangoes? Very nice.
Why do you like mangoes?
Because they're good.
My
What about
name's Andrew. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. I'm not really hungry, so I can't really think about that. Yeah.
Can you think of any food that you enjoy eating, or?
Maybe something like small, like tortilla chips or something.
Okay. So again, my name is Leah, and then if I could choose any food, it would probably be Chick-fil-A French fries. So I love Chick-fil-A fries. All right, so today we're going to be talking about negative self-talk and how we can let these things interfere with our lives. So what we're going to do, everybody is going to get a piece of paper and a pen. So I'll pass these out to you. And I'm going to be doing this activity as well. And on this piece of paper, I would like for everybody to write some things, just some negative things you tell yourself every day. So they could be things such as you're not good enough, you can't do it, that kind of thing. So we're going to take 1 to 2 minutes. We're going to take about 1 to 2 minutes, and we're going to write down just a couple things that we tell ourselves every day. Okay?
I don't know. What are you writing?
I don't know. I just want to see what you're
Oh.
Are you going to stay focused on your paper? Are you coming up with some things? Alright, how's everybody doing? Good. Do you guys need a few more minutes, or are you ready to move on? We're good?
I'm good.
Alright. So now I will take your pens. Would you mind putting that pen back together for me?
That's a nice touch.
Thank you. Alright, so if everybody could just turn their papers over, just so they're kind of out of sight, out of mind. I'm going to put these over here. Alright, so it can be very easy to convince yourself that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you can't do it on your own. But the reality is that these things are ultimately built up in our heads. Maybe they're things someone told you in the past, and we started believing them. But you have the power to change that. You have the power to choose whether or not you let those words become who you are. So I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I can get a little overwhelmed whenever I think about meal prep or just preparing for my day. I think it can be really easy. Okay. Alright, so it can be easy to let the things that we say kind of control how we live our lives and kind of regulate what we do. So we're going to take off a little piece of our lives, and we're going to be making a chef salad. And you guys are going to choose exactly what you want on your salads. And we're gonna cut them up too. Alright, so I have some spinach. You want an egg? Yeah, that's alright. So there's enough eggs for everybody. Here. How about you put your egg here? Thank you. Thank you. Yep, we'll just leave it right here for now. So I have some cucumbers we can cut up. I have some peppers. And then I have spinach here. So everybody's gonna get a plate. One, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca. And everybody's gonna get a fork. One as well. Alright, so we can go ahead and start. We use tongs or something. Alright, so we're gonna use these and you guys can go ahead and pick what you want on your salads. Are you thinking about having that cucumber for your salad?
Doesn't look like a cucumber.
We're gonna use a butter knife just for safety. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to cut up everything. So Andrew, why don't you go ahead and start? What would you like on your salad?
I'm not really hungry.
No?
No,
Do you like hard-boiled eggs?
not really.
What about cucumbers?
No, they're gross.
This food is actually very healthy for you.
How?
Protein is good for you.
Okay. I guess I could eat a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
What looks good to you?
Maybe some eggs.
Some eggs? Okay, go ahead and take one. And then maybe in a little bit, if you'd want to try a cucumber or a pepper or even some salad, you can totally do that. Rebecca and Micah, you can go ahead as well. Rebecca, go ahead. You can take whatever you'd like. Would you like some salad too? We're just going to throw it away afterwards, so. Thank you. This is so good. Micah, what looks good to you? Do you wanna... No, I don't think so. Thank you. I'm going to hold on to this for you, okay? I'll cut up your vegetables too. Here you go. Keep them on that side of the table for me, okay? Here, Micah, how about you scoot a little bit closer to me? Scoot your chair over here. Thank you. Thank you. Micah, what looks good to you? Micah, that's not okay. All right. You are gonna keep that though because you did touch it. But Rebecca, how about you go ahead and get some food? I might actually reposition myself right over here. Micah, would you mind scooching a little bit closer that way?
Hi.
Thank you. I appreciate it. What about peppers? Do you guys, Andrew, do you want to try a pepper?
No, I might have some lettuce though.
So let's go for it. All right. What about the cucumbers? How does that sound to anybody? Rebecca, do you like cucumbers?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you wanna try one? Hey Micah, how about you give her one of those cucumbers?
He can keep it.
Thank you, that was very kind. Micah, do you wanna share with Rebecca with one of those, please? No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. How about the pepper?
Yes, please.
Go for it. Alright, and then here's a cutting board if you need to cut your pepper up. So go ahead, assemble your salads. Micah, would you like me to cut one of those up for you?
I'll do it.
That's okay, I think I'll take care of that one. Thank you.
I want it.
You don't want it? Alright. You done with that one too?
I want it.
You want that one? Okay. Can I cut that one up?
They're all.
So something like this may seem like such a simple task, but just like choosing your vegetables, you have the ability to choose the things that you tell yourself every day. All right, so we are going to go back to our papers here for a second. Micah, go ahead, flip over your paper. Rebecca, you go ahead too. Andrew. All right, I'm going to give you guys your pens back. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So now for every negative thing that you wrote on your paper, you're going to write something positive to go against the negative thing that you wrote. How's everybody doing? We good? Alright, so now we are going to go around and we're going to share some of the things that we wrote on our papers. Andrew, why don't you go ahead and start for us?
I'm happy that I made a healthy choice.
That's awesome. Thank you. Rebecca, what about you?
I can't talk to people.
Okay. Did you write something
Oh,
positive to combat that?
I can talk to people.
That's awesome, Rebecca. Thank you so much for sharing. Micah, how
Yeah,
about
you're
you?
I am awesome. There's nothing wrong with me. I am perfect.
Okay.
You guys are stupid. You guys are
Okay.
weak.
All right. Thank you, Micah. Thank you for sharing. Join me over here for a second. Come here. Come here. All right. So, hey, Micah, how about we focus on the group instead of attacking the other group members? Okay. So just focus on, your positive self-talk because that was great. You are awesome. So thank you for sharing that. You ready to go back in our group now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you guys so much for sharing. So kind of some of the things I wrote, some of the negative things I often tell myself is you can't do it because sometimes I think I just don't have the ability to accomplish something. But I know that in reality I can. Another thing I wrote is you don't deserve it. I'm going to take that. Thank you. Here. Thank you, Rebecca. But then to combat that, I wrote, you are a hard worker because I am. Sometimes it's just easy to tell myself that I'm not. So how did it feel to say some of the negative things out loud? How did it feel?
Not
Those of you
great.
that did. Yeah. No? Why was that hard for you to do?
Because it didn't make me feel good.
What about you, Rebecca?
I didn't like saying it in front of other people.
That can be hard to do.
Sharing it.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you sharing it in the group. Thank you. What about you, Mike? I know you didn't really say any negative things that you tell yourself, but I'm sure
I felt awesome.
you feel awesome. Okay, that's good. And then how did it feel to write positive things about yourself and say those out loud? How does that feel?
Felt better.
Mm-hmm.
It felt good.
It felt good. Do you feel like it's easier to say negative things to yourself than it is to say positive things to yourself?
Negative things.
Negative things?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Micah?
I can't think of negative things, so.
So it's pretty much just the positive stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know personally it's much easier to say the negative things and to think the negative things. So it kind of seemed like you guys were all, other than Micah, you guys were in agreement with that, just that it's easier to say negative things. And I think it's easy. We talked about how it's easy to say negative things to ourselves, and it can be a little bit more difficult to talk about the positive things. Thank you. I'll just move this over here. Hey, Micah, how about we stop touching Rebecca's food? Okay?
What about his?
No, we're not going to touch his food either. You have your food that you can go ahead and eat. We have dressing over here if you guys want to take part in that. But yeah, so we talked about that it's much easier to say negative things out loud, or just even in our heads. But it made everyone feel so much better whenever you said positive things to yourself. Felt a lot better. And then we can apply this to our lives whenever we feel like something is a little bit too big for us to conquer. I know each one of us, we're going through difficult situations in our lives. We're all facing difficult challenges. And it can be a lot easier to talk about or just to tell ourselves that we can't go through it, that we can't do it. Even something like meal prep, like this, can seem intimidating. But speaking positively to yourself can change the course and the direction of where you could go. So next time you're in a situation and it feels very daunting, remember the words that you wrote to combat the negative things that you tell yourself. So whenever you're going about just your everyday life, try to think back to the paper that you wrote on. Try to think back to the things that you said that were positive. So today we talked about negative things we tell ourselves. We talked about how those words can have power over us and can limit what we are about to do. We chose a variety of vegetables on our own, we cut them up, and even though that may have seemed daunting at first, we spoke to ourselves in a positive way, told ourselves we could do it, and we overcame our own negative self-talk and fought against it with positive talk. So thank you everybody so much for coming out today. Thank you for sharing your feelings, sharing your opinions. It was great to be with you guys. All right, have a good day everybody.